Shalom, this is your brother Shamar from the Phoenix camp. And with that being said, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honor to the elders of the great millstone. And peace and salutation to the brothers that are doing this work with true sincerity. And we're going to jump right into the scripture. This is Psalms 34 and 7. It says, the angel of the Most High encampeth round about them that fear him and delivers them. O taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man that trusted in the Most High. Trusted in him, Salak. So it says right here, Psalm 34 and 7, the angel of the Lord encampeth round about them, that's plural, that fear him and delivers them. That them is speaking about the body, the unity of brothers. And it goes Psalms 34 and 8, oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. So that brotherhood, that unity that we have amongst each other in the camps and, like-minded brothers, that's a taste of the kingdom. That's the goodness of the Lord. Let's get where's it at? Psalms 133. Let's get Psalms 133. Because ultimately, that's what the kingdom is going to be. It's going to be the elect, the sons of the Most High, the brotherhood under Yahweh Shai, ruling in righteousness upon the earth. Let's get Psalms 133 and see where it's at. This is Psalms 133 and 1. It says the song of the degree of David. Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. So it's good and pleasant for the brothers to be in unity, or to have a brotherhood, to have a love for one another. That's good and pleasant in the sight of the Most High, Salakia. So understanding that, man, then that's going to be an important part of the kingdom, because the kingdom is going to be about goodness and pleasantness. That brotherly love is going to continue. Let's go ahead and get that, man. Salak. And the Apostle Paul, he spoke about it. This is First Thessalonians 4 and 9. It says, but as touching brotherly love, ye need not that I write unto you, for ye yourselves are taught of Yahweh to love one another. That's one of the key factors in this brotherhood, in the truth, is brotherhood. So that's an important part of all of this. It goes much further than just going out there and regurgitating scripture and doctrine. There's a scripture that says to put away all malice and envyings. So you can't have that in the camp, man. You can't have that among brothers, because that's contrary to unity. That's not pleasing to the Most High. Let's go ahead and let's get that. I think it's 1 Peter 2 and 1. This is a recording con. This is 1 Peter. Where is it at? 1 Peter 2 and 1. And it says, wherefore laying aside all malice and all guile and hypocrisies and envies and all evil speakings. So that has to be put to the side, man, because that's what niggers and spicks in the world do. Even in their so-called gangs and their so-called clubs, you're going to find all kinds of malice and envies and evil speakers and hypocrisies amongst them. And that's the world's form of brotherhood. But we have the brotherhood in the spiritual sense. It says that you born beings desire the sincere milk of the world, that you may grow thereby. So not only do we have to grow in the understanding of this truth, we also have to grow in the love and affection of one another, through the body, which is the brotherhood. So so the thing that you got to understand is that is what unites us and what bonds us is our understanding of His word. That's what makes us unified, man. Because ultimately the Most High, Yahweh Shai, through Yahweh Shai, He blesses that, man. He blesses the brotherhood, because when two or more are gathered in His name, let's go get that Matthew 18th chapter. Let's get Matthew 18. I think it's on 20. It says Matthew in 18 and 20. This is Yahweh Shai speaking the words of red. It says, where two or three where two or three are gathered together in my name, there I am in the midst of them. And then it goes on to speak about brotherhood. Matthew 8:21. Then came Peter to him and said, Lord, how oft shall my brother sin against me, and I forgive him? Till 7 times? Yahweh Shai says unto him, I say not unto thee until 7 times, but until 70 times 7, or a complete number of times. So that 7 it symbolizes completion. So that speaks of working things out in unity and peace within the brotherhood. And as we read in our First Peter, let's go ahead and get that. We're to lay aside malice and all guile and hypocrisies and envies and all evil speakings, as newborn babes desire the sincere milk of the word, that you may grow thereby, if so be you have tasted that the Lord is gracious. So that's a taste of the kingdom. The brotherhood that we experience amongst each other is a taste of the kingdom, man. So going back to Psalms 34:1, let's go ahead and get that again. Psalms 34:1. It says, going down to verse 7 or 8, it says, and taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man that trusteth in him. Oh, fear the Lord and his saints, for there is no want to him that fear him. Let's go jump down to verse 12. What man is he that desires life and loves many days, he that he may see good. Keep thy tongue from evil and thy lips from speaking guile. So that's important, man. That's an important part of being amongst each other. We're supposed to have walk with, act with honesty and integrity and uprightness and care for each other, man. Let's get that scripture where it says, preferring one another. Well, yeah, Romans 10. It says, be kindly affectioned one to another with brotherly love and honor, preferring one another. So that speaks of a mutual respect, and honesty amongst brothers, man. If you have something, so there should be no divisions or malice or envies among brothers, man. And if anything needs to be said, it needs to be said plainly, to keep order, to keep the lines of communication and integrity open. So the brotherhood is important, man. It's important to maintain it. It's important to cultivate it. It's important to allow it to grow. It's important to watch after it, to make sure that there is no envies or strifes or malice. So let's get a few more scriptures. Let's get 1 Corinthians 10 and 13, because we all going through the same thing, man. We all catching hell in its various forms, catered to your own individual walk. Let's get 1 Corinthians 10 and 13. It says, there are no temptation taken you, but such as common to man. But Yahweh is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above you are able, but with the temptation also make a escape that may able to bear it. That's not the one I wanted. There's another one that speaks that we all go through the same thing. Let's see if I can find it. So like I can't find it, but I run this back again. It says 1 Corinthians 10:13. It says, there is no temptation taken you, but as such as common to man. But Yahweh is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that you're able, but will with temptation also make a way to escape, that you may also bear it. And there's also another scripture in Luke that the things that you go through are to help strengthen your brethren. So the temptations that we go through, the afflictions and trials that we go through in our personal lives, can be used to strengthen and exhort and reprove and rebuke and teach and comfort another brother, man. Let's get Luke 22 and 32. This is Luke 22 and 32, and it says, I'll just start at verse 22 and 31. The Most High said to Simon, no, Yahweh Shai, that's Yahweh Shai speaking. Yahweh Shai said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat. So Yahweh Shai told Simon, which was later name changed to Peter, that he was going to be, put to the test, put to trial. It says Luke 22 and 32. And so he knew that was going to happen, and he warned him of that, and he admonished him that. And he also prayed for him. Luke 22 and 32. And it says, but I pray for thee, that thy faith fail not, and when thou art converted, strengthen thy brethren. So basically, Yahweh Shai told Peter that to use that experience for the benefit and the comfort and the exhortation of the brotherhood to strengthen his brothers in faith. So the things that we go through, man, or the things that Most High puts us through, it's also can be used to give wisdom and counsel to another brother, and that's what you gotta understand. Let's get First John 3:1. You gotta understand the points of the brotherhood, because ultimately the brotherhood is a taste of the kingdom. Let's get First John 3:1, and it says, "Behold, what manner of love the Father bestowed upon us, that we should be called the sons of Yahweh. Therefore the world knoweth us not, because it knew him not." So if we are the sons of Yahweh, then what are those sons going to call each other? They're going to call each other brothers, and that's where the point of that brotherhood is. And Yahweh Shai being the chief brother of us all. First John 3:2 says, "Beloved, now are we the sons of Yahweh, brotherhood, and it does not yet appear we shall be. But we know that when he shall appear, Yahweh Shai, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is. And every man that has his hope in him purify himself, even as he is pure." Man, so that's gonna be the ultimate that's gonna be the ultimate step in our brotherhood, in our walk, in our unity, in our perfection, is to be like Yahweh Shai and to be the sons of the power, Most High, when we are those men. Let's get 1 Corinthians 1 and 10. This is 1 Corinthians 1 and 10, and it says, "Now I beseech you, brother, by the name of the Lord Meshach Yahushua, that you should all speak the same thing." And that's what unites us, man. We come from all different walks of life, but what unites us is in this brotherhood is our understanding and acknowledgement and bond of this word. That there be no divisions among you, that you be perfectly joined together in the same mind, in the same judgment. So that once again, that speaks of a brotherhood. Let's get 1 Corinthians 12 and 25. This is 1 Corinthians 12 and 25, and it says, that there should be no schism in the body, but the members should have the same care one for another. And we brought out the scripture, preferring one another. Let's go ahead and get that again. And we'll close it out on that. So this is Romans 12 and 10. It says, "Be kind, affectionate one to another with brotherly love and honor, preferring one another." So that's basically what it is. The Most High is pleased with the unity of the brotherhood. The Most High was pleased with love amongst each other, man. And that's why the scriptures warn repeatedly to get rid of malice and envies and such and so on and so forth, to like so on and so forth for the maintaining of this brotherhood. Because that is a glimpse, that is the taste of the kingdom to come. But with that being said, it's a real quick lesson. Most I would hope was edifying. With that, I want to give honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Call Allah Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Brothers, keep on pushing. Shalom.